Okay, in this opportunity, I'm explain to the theme of passive voice, and I hope you like this video. Okay, my name is Omar Garcia Calva. It's the subject of English 4. I'm study electromechanical engineering. It's a presentation, second opportunity of the Unit 1. And my teacher is Yarit Yarensi Morales Cordero. Okay, the passive voice, it's a complicated explain to the this theme, and it's very difficult to understand because in this course we have or in previous course we have spoken only in the active voice because in this course I we were spoke speak in the active voice and the passive voice where the action of the verb is focus on the subject. When we want to give more importance to the action rather than the subject, we use one I know as the passive voice. For example, in active voice, we say that I don't know. He ate all the cookies. In a passive voice, we say that all of the cookies were eaten by he. Okay, the passive voice have a grammatical rule. In this rule, say that the passive is the form using to the auxiliary verb or the verb to be, and the past participle form of the principal verb. Uh, Exists a rule is the form is a subject plus the auxiliary verb or verb to be plus the past participle of the verb. For example, the speech is written for the president or the conference. Is writing for the president, whatever. The other example is the house was built in 1975. Okay. Other example is my wallet was be stolen, or the room will be cleaned while we are out. It's examples. Uh, to change the sentence for active one to a passive one, there are several points to keep in the mind. For example, the object of the active voice sentence becomes the subject of the sentence in the passive, and the principal verb in the active voice is substituted by the auxiliary verb to be in the same verb tense, and the verb is then in past participle form. The other point is the subject is in active voice becomes to the complement in the passive. It's a complement. The passive voice is a complement with the active voice. And for the last one, if in the passive we mention the subject who complete the action. This subject is normally introduced in the passive with the preposition by. Okay. For example, in active voice, we say that Mark Twain wrote this magnific book or this awesome book. In the passive voice, we say that the book or the magnific book or the awesome book was, verb to be in past, was written is the verb in participle and past participle form by Mark Twain. Okay, the book was written by Mark Twain. Other example is active voice. Uh, the housekeeper will clean the room. In a passive voice, the room will be cleaned or cleaned by the housekeeper. Okay, and the passive voice is very used. For example, we use the passive voice when we do not now how I complete an action. For example, a civilian has been killed. For example, or the car was stolen. Okay, and we use a passive voice when we want to give more importance to the action and know how complete to the action, or when we don't want to say how complete the action. For example, the letter was delivered yesterday, or mistake was made. Okay, it's more practical, and I hope you understand this theme. And thank you for your attention and good afternoon.